Hi, welcome back to QME. I'm your host, Jonathan, and this podcast is about moments that LGBTQ plus members felt seen in the media or moments where they felt invisible. Today, we have Pele with us. Hi, Pele. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are
Well,
you?
I'm doing really good,
Great.
actually. Yeah. A little bit hungry, but we can deal
I
with that
know. I need them
afterwards.
tacos soon.
I know. There's tacos around the corner, so we can
Okay.
figure that
Okay.
out.
Perfect.
So before we get started, I just like to kind of have you introduce yourself and share your pronouns and how you identify.
Okay. I'm Pele. I'm a lesbian woman. She, her. Um, Brazilian and Argentine. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's
That's
it.
it. I know.
You gave us a lot there, but one thing you go by Pele, right? Is
Yes.
that a chosen name or
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable sharing the background behind the name that you chose?
Yeah, sure. Basically, I was given a name that I didn't ever feel really like fully suited me or represented me in how I would feel comfortable. And when I was about like, I think I was like 24 or something like that, I went to a ceremony and I had a very profound experience there. And I was given the name and I kind of just rolled with it because it felt right. It felt like I was home. So
I like the name.
thank you.
Was it something you came up with? Was it, or you said you mentioned it was given to you? Was were you part of choosing the name, or was it like you're
I
Pele
was
and you
I
kind of
was
liked
part
it?
of choosing the name. I was kind of like in a situation where we were doing kind of like a reading, and the night prior, I was naked in the forest, and we were supposed to
Nudity.
like release everything that we were holding on to. And I remember like very clearly. So you like choose a spot in the forest in the dark, and you have to be by yourself, and it's kind of like a rebirth experience. And I just remember like yelling to my ancestors, like, how dare you not name me? Like, who do you think you are? And I was just so like upset. Like, why won't you give me what I feel like I deserve? And maybe a little cocky, I guess, a little bit. A little bit. But then the next day, a very close friend of mine was doing a reading for me, and the name Pele came up because she is the goddess of fire and passion. She's actually a Hawaiian goddess. I don't, to be clear, I do not believe that I am the goddess. I feel like I walk in the path of her.
Okay.
And so my name represents the way that I feel aligned on the earth and how I want to walk my path on the earth.
Cool. I really like the name. I like the story behind it.
Thank you.
So with getting this chosen name, how how well received was it, or how easy was it to kind of step into that name, not just from like an identity, responding to the name of
Yeah.
so it's something that's hardwired into us very early on, our
Yes.
names. So how was that with those closest to you, your family, your friends, and even yourself, kind of like stepping into that name?
Yeah, for me, it was very clear and very quick. And I felt almost like relief. And I lived in Humboldt for many years, for like about 7 years.
Nice.
And so being up there, everybody is kind of more open minded and open hearted. So as soon as I let all of my close friends know, like, how I would like to be called or what name I would like to go by, it was really simple for them. However, like in LA, everybody knows me as a different name, and so there are some people that still call me by that name, which I feel super comfortable. It's okay, because it comes with the attachment of my foundation, and so I don't feel like it's dead to me. But at the same time, I have gotten a little bit of like hesitation, or like I've even felt a little bit like uncomfortable telling people like, could you call me by this now? Or like at work, everybody knows me by a certain name, and so professionally, I kind of feel almost like a little cornered. And so I'm still adjusting and I'm still figuring out how I would like to,
Kind of address it.
yeah, but I don't know yet. And I'm okay with that. So
Okay. Yeah, we're all just kind of moving through and trying to learn as we go.
yeah, exactly.
Of course, I met you as Pele, so to me, you're Pele. Like
Yeah.
naturally, it's just like some people just look like their names, and to me, you just look like a Pele. So
Thank you.
nice
Thank
and
you.
easy for me.
I appreciate that.
But you did mention something that you said the names, not you don't consider it dead to you, and then so I understand that to be like a dead name, a former name is typically how it's referred to, dead name, and what what keeps it from being kind of like referred to as a dead name for you? Is it because people are still calling you by that name? Because from what you shared, it seems like you're kind of working towards a way to kind of move away from that name and strictly go. Is it for others at this point?
I've sat with that question for a while, and I think partially yes, but also I just feel like she still represents what created who I am today, and so to honor that part of me and who I was then, I feel like it's a little important for me to keep that name around as well. But that doesn't mean that I'm like introducing myself as like two different names, you know. So as like new people come into my life, I walk forward as Pele, but for people who have known me from a very young age or come from a core part of me, I don't mind honoring that name with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a balance kind of between that connection you have with that name because it's brought you to where you are now.
Yes.
And kind of those closest to you that kind of hold on to that for you.
Yes.
So okay, that's really cool. So you mentioned that you identify as a lesbian, she, her, woman. Has that always been the case? Has that been something that, because you mentioned feeling, well, you've mentioned to me, being mask presenting and kind of that shove or pull and shove that comes with society kind of seeing you in a certain way because you present masculine. Is that something that you feel is kind of still considered a thing that happens on a regular basis, or do you think, or let me take a step back. Some people would say you're either here or you're there. So with you identifying as a woman but still having a masculine presenting feminine appeal or visually, some might argue that that's kind of more of like a non-binary stance. And so what keeps you feeling to identify as a woman versus a non-binary individual? Or do you maybe kind of toe that line a little bit?
At first, when I was still developing my queerness, I guess, I did feel a little kind of like non-binary at the time, but it didn't feel right because I'm very proud to be a woman, and I'm very proud to be also masculine presenting, because to me it just displays on how like masculinity and your gender are not mutually exclusive,
Sure.
and how, I don't know, to me, I just feel like a bad bitch, you know?
Yeah, that's enough. Being a baddie is more than enough, to be quite honest with you.
I'm like, yeah, and it feels good to like, for me, I'm just like a strong, capable woman. And whatever society needs to label me as, that's all good. As long as you know that I am somebody who is to be respected.
Of course.
I have no problem with whatever kind of box is needed for me to fit into. However, I think it's really important to understand that masculinity does not make you a man or does not define that you're trying to be a man or mimic or transition. They're not. It's not the same thing. And so, although it can be that, for me, it's not. Yeah. So.
Do you find yourself having to explain your identity to others at times? Do you feel questioned by people by that, and how does that usually play out if that's something that you experience?
It's usually older family members who are like, why are you worried about doing your toenails if you want to be a man? And I'm like, well, men do their toenails too, by the
I
way.
do.
And also, like, I always tell them, like, just because I'm masculine presenting, like, I'm just a girl, you know? Like, I'm still just a girl. And it's okay. Like, I understand that they come from a time where, you know, traditionally you have to have a clear definition of what something is.
Yeah.
And so, like, the new age era that they're having to experience is, like, really confusing and probably super scary, too, because to them, the lines are blurred. And to me, that's exciting because it creates freedom for expression, but also I'm okay with showing them a little grace and giving them the time to explain that, because for me it's more of like bridging a gap instead of like creating like this cancel culture around questions that make people uncomfortable, because at the end of the day you're kind of doing the same thing they're doing. If you're like shutting somebody down because they're ignorant in some way,
Right.
then how do you create like unity, or how do you create more awareness or understanding? So yeah, it's
That's
more of like older people.
Yeah, that's very well put. I mean, yeah, I can definitely see how it's always those who have less exposure to these identities, and you know, they come from a time where people weren't as safe as we luckily are now than at that time. Although things are kind of, but although we still are grateful for the work that's been done and to allow us to be our true selves in this way, at least here.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, growing up, do you ever feel like you saw maybe a character in a movie or an actress, a singer, something that kind of depicted something that you can relate to in, as far as your queerness goes? Was there someone that kind of stood out to you? And they may not have to be queer. They could be queer coded. So was there anybody like that?
I remember like from the jump, it was more like it was always Queen Latifah for me.
Okay.
Because she's like, you know, full body woman just like me, you know, we're not, I don't know, we're like the baggy pants and like, you know, being a person of color, like, you know, it allowed me to feel a little bit more comfort. Although she also like at the beginning made me feel uncomfortable because I was like there's a platform for this, and it kind of like shined a light on all the things that I was trying to like hide from myself and from others, but I didn't do a good job. But other than that, like her or like TLC, like you know, like they could just like visually kind of like blurred that line as well. Or like Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Like I always used to tell people like I wish Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah were my moms. And so they were always kind of like creating like gender bendy chaos, and for me I live for that. Like I love creating chaos within.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
exactly.
Do you think that, so it sounds like you seeing that little piece of you in those actresses, singers, rappers, kind of made you put like a spotlight on certain things that, like you said, we're trying to hide. Do you think from a society standpoint, when they saw those characters, they saw you as well? And because of that, you felt like, oh, I don't like that. The spotlight's on me. They're seeing somebody that's me on the screen, but it's not what I want them to see. It's kind of, I want that just for myself. I don't want everybody to kind of see me in them.
Yeah, I was very seen as, like, from very little. I was always tomboyish, and, like, I was never, like, I didn't like dresses. I didn't like my hair being done. Like, I didn't like any
shorts?
of the. No booty shorts. Although there was a time.
Oh, okay. Insert picture here.
Anyways, and so I just remember like hearing comments in the household of like how gross that was, or like how dare they feel like they could shine in that way. And so from a very young age, I was always like, oh no, like they're gonna catch me and they're gonna like persecute me, which they emotionally did. But I didn't realize like how important that was for my character development and like creating pride within myself and holding more space for myself and just discovering how to like just be there more for myself. And so in a way it was like not great, but at the same time, like I feel like a stronger woman because of that.
Yeah, which is an interesting take because you said you've always felt seen. And most people would say they didn't feel seen, or if they were seen, and maybe this is what you mean, they felt seen, but they were seen in bad light, so to speak.
Yes.
What's kind of that for you? Like, how do you feel like you were seen per se? Like, is it the fear of people knowing that maybe you were queer, or the fear of not being accepted because you were queer?
Yeah.
Or both?
Yeah, I guess a little bit of both. I just remember like, sorry, mom and sister, but I'm gonna throw you under the bus a little bit. I love you. I love them anyways, but they did clock me at a very young age, and so there was always like little boy comments or like something about me being some kind of boy, and that was scary, but also like I was just not ready. I wasn't ready to be out. Like I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, you know, like I'm a child, like, you know. And then as I got older, it just got worse because I just wanted to be in like Air Force Ones and my basketball shorts and like, and Nelly was very big then. Okay, I have my little Band-Aid on my face and everything.
Oh, so no, you didn't.
I did.
Did you? Okay.
I did.
Insert picture here. If we can find those pictures, I would love them. But
I hope not, please.
Mom,
no,
sister.
Please no. Yeah, but regardless, like if I wanted to buy baggy pants or anything like that, it was still given to me, but with the cost of like a lot of ridicule. And so in a way they were like, okay, be you, but also like if you're you, this is what's gonna happen. And so it was like a double-edged sword, catch-22 type thing. So it is what it is, but it's okay that I went through it. It's okay.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us go through something similar to that. That idea of, well, if I am this, then this is the negative outcome. If I keep it to myself, this is a negative outcome. And so we're kind of almost forced to make a decision, like a self-inflicted ultimatum almost.
Yeah.
And it's a kind of a difficult place to navigate when you are so young, especially in your case, having these comments, you said as young as 6-ish. Because I remember also like playing with dolls, playing with my sister and things like that, and kind of too much attention on something that to me, and hopefully to most parents, it shouldn't be a big deal. Your kids having fun, your kids growing up, your kids discovering, you know, let them be free and you know, as long as they're not hurting anybody or themselves, there's
like
no
expression
need.
is it is what it is.
I remember one time, this is about me right now, but this one time, it just came to my mind. This one time I was signed up for a karate class, and I showed up, and it was random. It was at the dentist, actually. I was at the dentist, and my mom went next door to sign me up for karate, and I didn't even know. And then we came back. I thought I was going to a dentist, but I was going to karate class. And like, I got dropped off. Worse. I know. I don't know. Well, I never did the karate class, actually, because I ran out crying, and I'm just like, okay, fine, let's go home. But it's like, it's almost, I don't even know why she did that. Random story, but.
Yeah, just kind of like, I get it though, like trying to get you into, they put me in ballet. Like, and I was like, I hate skirts. Why would you do this to me? And then on top of it, I have these tights on me and I got to jump around the stage. Like, what is this?
Ooh. Like, did you learn anything that stuck?
I just know how to plie.
That's more than me. I feel like is that, wait, which one's that one? Is that?
The one where you open your legs like that.
Which one? Oh, okay. Maybe I might.
You
I don't
can
know.
do it. I know you can. I'll show you
I'm not
later.
flexible.
Me neither. I'm
So,
working on it.
I completely lost all flexibility at like a young age. But I digress. So getting back to it, as far as representation in the media goes, it only did so much, I could imagine, and from what you shared, it kind of shined a spotlight on certain sides of you that you were just like, oh, I don't want this to be seen. I don't want to be reflected in that. But if I'm seeing it, they're seeing it, right? So outside of the media, when you were of age and you started going out and maybe being around more queer people and people who looked like you, people who had stories like you, where did you discover that? Have you discovered that? And how was that for you, kind of coming into queer spaces?
Well, there's this little place that's very near and dear to my heart called West Hollywood.
Never been. Is that where the Pink Pony Club is?
Yes, exactly. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Chapel.
I love you. Yes, that was probably, I was like 18 or 19 or something.
I thought you were about to say 8.
I wish. I was 8 just at the Pink Pony Club.
I did go to West Hollywood maybe at 8. I don't know how old I was, but I was very young. It was for Halloween, and my mom took me trick-or-treating.
Yes, where they shut down the whole street.
Yes, but I was a kid, and I'm just like...
Yes, my mom took me there too.
Been there as an adult, and I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't have been there.
But maybe yes.
Maybe yes. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, maybe yes. Because I also saw Titanic at 8. So
hey,
if I can see Titanic, I can be in West Hollywood.
The hand on the
the hand.
Had me feeling some type of way.
Paint me like one of your French girls. But yeah, that happened too. So maybe I was in the right place. But please tell me about.
No, it was great. Actually, my mom, she's always had. He's kind of like my gunkle, I guess, a little bit. But she has a best friend for like years, like 40 plus years. And he was my first exposure to like, just like somebody that was gay. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you're from Mexico? And you were born in what year? And you're like out and you like have partners? That's so scary. Like, why would you ever do that? And he was kind of like my first representation. And then because of him, my mom would go to like gay events like with him, like I think mostly because like she was probably intrigued and like she enjoyed it, but also it's like a space where people gathered to be free, and I feel like that created some kind of atmosphere for her that was attractive in some way. And because of that, I also experienced a lot of like, not a lot, but I experienced enough gay spaces. And then I went to that Halloween also. That was like the first time I had seen so many different things, like men wearing like thongs and stuff, or like.
What were you wearing?
I was in. Actually, that's a good question. What was I?
Because I was Aladdin.
I think you were Aladdin. I think one year I was actually. Remember exactly what I was, but I was a hamburger helper hand.
Oh my God. Was this homemade?
No, I bought it. Party City, shout out.
Shout out. They're closed down.
Oh, R.I.P. Party City. But yeah, I was a hamburger helper hand. And then, I don't know, it was like a couple of different things. But I just remember going there and like seeing my first strap for the first time, like somebody just walking around with the,
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what do they do with that? Yeah, low key. But yeah, and so just like seeing all this like freedom of expression was really crucial. And then I didn't even realize I was like in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I don't really know how I ended up in West Hollywood. I think it was like through another friend, and he was like, "Have you been to this place?" I'm like, "Take me, I want to know." And then I went to Mickey's. That was actually, what was it? It was called Circus, I think.
Oh, Circus.
Yeah, that was like throwback.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't alive. I was.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I just heard of it. It's an urban legend.
I saw videos. I'm too young for that. I still can't go. I'm only 20.
I know. It's okay. Soon I'll take you. Yeah, so I went to Circus, and then I went to like Tiger Heat.
Of course.
Then I went to Rage, and then I hit Mickey's, and that
All
was
in
like
one
my
night?
church.
All that one night? Or
No, no, no. It
'Cause-
was like maybe like 2 or 3
no,
weekends,
no.
and then I was just like, I need to discover more. I was like finding my Pokemons or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was
How
like,
many did you collect?
I collected all of the strip for sure.
Okay.
Like the whole thing, Revolver, all of them, like everything. Yeah, and then yeah, but like Mickey's was definitely my religion for a long time, and I would just go there every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I didn't care. Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to be in that atmosphere over and over and over again, and I remember being very shy too. Like, it wasn't like I was like out there on the prowl. Like, I was just
Now we're backing up. We're digressing. We're
Yeah.
taking steps back because it
Yeah.
sounded like you were out there on the prowl.
I mean,
I'm just
I
joking.
mean, yeah, I mean,
Having fun.
I was watching, and yeah, and then eventually, things happen or whatever, and so, yeah, I would say, yeah, that was kind of my experience.
So if Pele had to create a show about Pele,
Okay.
what kind of show would it be? Would it be a reality show? Would it be a play, a musical, a ballet?
Who told you about my musicals?
Wait,
I did do theater.
did you really?
Yes.
Oh my God!
I told you.
Les
I'm just a
Miserables.
girl.
I'm just kidding.
Actually, it was a weird mashup of like Footloose and I can't remember what
And
else
you were the
it
lead,
was.
of course.
No, but I did have a solo. I was one of the Bonds
Oh.
girls.
Oh,
Because it was like a James Bond. It was really weird. I don't know.
a Bond's girl. Okay,
Yeah.
she is
It
just a
was-
girl.
I told you. So, okay, my show would definitely have to be a reality TV show because I cannot do the scripted stuff. I am not I don't do the acting. I don't do it. Even though I did do it, I wasn't good at it. Yeah, I guess it would be kind of boring sometimes because it's not like.
What's a typical day for you that makes it boring? I mean, because I love being at home too. If that's what you call boring.
I mean, I guess it's not scandalous, is what I mean.
Okay.
Like, yeah, and that because LA, everybody loves a good scandal.
Of course.
I would probably, I don't know, I'd be in bed with my girlfriend and be late to work, and then I'd go to work.
You were almost late today.
That's
But
that's
that's
not my
beside
fault.
the
By the
point.
way, it was not my
You
fault.
mentioned your girlfriend, so I realized I just had to throw that in there. Almost is not the same as late.
Almost
so.
exactly.
But partially it's because I lied about what time to show up.
I am so happy you lied. Thank you so
I lie
much. for
all
that.
the time. Just
Good
kidding.
for
No,
you.
I don't. Disclaimer.
Way to keep it real.
I lie when it's needed. Because I'd be sitting here talking to myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. So sometimes, but
Okay.
besides lying about the time,
Yeah.
I also lie. No, I lie about my height on my license, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
How tall are you on your
I'm
license?
Well, in my license, I'm 6 feet.
I love that.
But
okay.
I'm actually 5'11". I know
Okay,
it's just
close
an
enough.
inch, but right.
It's close enough.
I know, but anybody
whatever.
above 6 feet would tell you otherwise, probably. They don't claim me.
They're pretentious.
Yeah, I want to be one of them.
You might be in the 6 foot club.
Yeah, I want to be 6 foot, but legally, I guess I am.
Okay.
If you know.
I mean, to me, you're 6 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I am wearing a little
You're
bit
more
of a
like
heel.
6'3" for
Wearing
me.
a heel
You
today.
have 6'3" energy.
6'3" energy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I might be a little too tall for me.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
like 6'1"?
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, we'll take that.
That's dainty. I like it.
Yeah, a little dainty 6'1", 101 pounds to 101, 6'1".
So cute.
I know, skinny legend. So, so you have a reality show.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's hear a little bit more about like you as a whole, because
Okay.
a lot of people they like to box us away like, oh, well, Pele's my lesbian friend. Pele's the lesbian I know. Pele can help me move. Pele can mount my television. You know what I mean? Like these cliches that come about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know you're a business owner or run a family business.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what, and also actually, before we go into that, you said
Okay.
you lived in Humboldt, and I think of one thing specific
What's that?
when it comes to Humboldt. Well, what is Humboldt known for?
I
Actually, I'll start
mean,
with that question.
definitely growing the best cannabis in the world.
Were you involved in anything
Yes,
that doesn't
I was involved. I was
from a legal
allegedly.
standpoint?
If anybody asked them, no,
Allegedly.
I definitely yes, I helped grow cannabis for like 6 years on different farms for different cannabis companies and
Hmm.
also like some family-owned cannabis grows.
Awesome.
And it was great. It was a lot of hard work. I was on my hands and knees a lot under the
I hear
sun.
you. You spend a lot of time like that.
You know,
I
what can a
mean,
girl do?
yeah, she's just a girl.
Just a girl
Just a girl on her hands and knees, but
begging for mercy.
not really.
Not
That's
really.
not
No,
what I
I liked
heard.
it. Yeah, it was definitely consensual the whole time.
Yeah, consent is sexy.
Yeah, kids or everybody. Anyways, yes, I did grow. I joined this program called Workaway, and basically you like find farms all over the world, really.
Cannabis specific farms or just
No,
farms?
it was an accident that I ended up on a cannabis farm,
Huh.
because I wanted to
In
be a
Humboldt.
homesteader. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, excuse my ignorance, but like I didn't even realize what was happening. I was like, wait, Humboldt's in California? Wait, Humboldt grows weed? Like it was like all this weird discovery for me. I was just I'm a SoCal baby. So like
Mhm.
all I knew was
Samesies.
the LA area. Like that's my world. And then I would travel to other countries and then but I like I said, excuse my ignorance. But yeah, I'm really happy I accidentally discovered it. Um, yeah, I wanted to be a homesteader. And so there's different farms that would be like, okay, these are the tasks, weekly tasks. We'll feed you and we'll give you housing for an exchange of like 4 to 5 hours of work a day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's like 5 days a week.
That
And we're
should be
like,
your show right there. Why?
it was actually, I
Why
talked
would that
about
be
it a lot.
boring?
Yeah, that would be amazing, but I don't do that anymore.
Well, you're back in LA. That's
I
true.
am- I
So
am
tell
back in
us
LA.
now that you're back in LA, what brought you back?
I think I was living in a town that unfortunately is struggling economically. And because cannabis became legal, there isn't that illegal money. And so
Allegedly.
allegedly. And so, there isn't the same amount of cash flow. And so a lot of people have left, a lot of farms have closed down. It's just struggling to thrive, and I really tried to do my best to make it out there, but emotionally it was just too much to handle at some point. Like I gave it a good run. Like it was basically 7 years that I put in there, and I realized, and also I had a separation involved with that. So it just felt like it was time to move on and let go and like be honest with
Closing out
myself.
that chapter.
Yeah. And also just being honest with myself as to like how I really wanted to experience my 30s, because that was all of my 20s.
Yeah.
Or most of my 20s. And I was like, I just want to be in the city. I want the chaos. I want the food options. I want
True.
money.
Yeah.
Like
That
I
helps.
enjoy having money, and I want to be close to my family.
So you're
I
a
miss my
capitalist.
friends. No, I would not say that. But I do love a good federal bill, I guess.
Yeah. I'm a slut for cash too.
Okay,
I
can't
understand.
Say that. I can't be. I'm not a slut. I won't.
You're on your hands and knees. So
Only,
you brought that up. It
exclusively
wasn't.
to one person. To be clear. Don't.
I'm just clearing my throat.
Okay.
That's how I clear my throat.
Okay. That's how I clear my throat.
How do you? No, just kidding. Go ahead.
What was the question you threw? You over here?
No, we were just talking about
We're just
you coming back to LA.
Oh yeah, LA. Love you. I do. Even though it's like, I hate the traffic, and also everybody's so mad. why is
You think
everybody
so?
screaming all the time? Yeah, like the honking and the all this. I'm like, just take a chill pill, like, you know.
Do you drive a lot in LA?
I am a passenger princess.
That's
So
why. So that's get in the driver's seat
yeah.
and drive around, and maybe you'll start screaming too, and then you'll get it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Or just listen to a podcast.
I'll
and
listen. I have to
listen
listen
to this.
I know.
You have. You just said I have to listen to this,
I have to.
but it didn't sound like. Oh my god, I'm excited to listen to it.
No, I mean like I have
You
to.
said
listen.
what you said.
Okay.
It's okay.
Play it back.
Yeah. Yeah. Insert clip of her saying I have to.
I will. I will consensually.
Before we kind of close out, I still want to hear a little bit more about your culture, your community, and your upbringing, and how that kind of helped you move through your own queerness. Or it doesn't even have to tie to your queerness, just your, coming up in the world. How you ended up in Humble. You explained a little bit of that, and how you ended up back in LA. But how would you say that ties back to your culture and your community? And the community, it could be, your family's upbringing or West Hollywood, your relationship with West Hollywood, if you want to dig back into that. But yeah, what is that like?
I feel like my culture taught me to like have pride and to like be expressive of it. Being Brazilian, you're very like loud and proud all the time, and like you're just really happy all the time is what I've experienced. And so I feel like that kind of gave me that foundation. Community-wise, I feel like I've collected different kinds of characters and people in that community, and that allowed me to understand like how important it is to have diversity and togetherness, I guess, and to just be there for people, and how important that exchange is within community. What was the other one?
That was it. Your community
okay.
and your culture.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
One final kind of thing I want to do here. I'm just gonna throw random questions, statements out there, and I want to hear kind of like the first thing that comes to your mind or your thoughts on the topic. Or well, first, actually, I have to ask: do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
I used to, but I really liked Dragula.
Dragula. Okay,
Yeah.
so more of a spooky.
Spooky, honestly, because it wasn't so like you have to be iconic in like this like pretty kind of way.
Yeah.
It was more of like a distorted, just like, yeah, it's like distorted and grunge and like.
Do you have a favorite drag queen in general?
Favorite drag queen
They don't have to be on TV.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
You hate drag.
I don't hate it. I just
Drag is not. No drag is valid. Okay, understood. Will not be making you a guest host.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks for nothing.
You just ruined it. But no, okay. So do you have a favorite song right now?
Favorite
Anything
song
you're
right
listening
now?
to?
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of like K1.
Jojo Siwa?
Absolutely not. I mean, respectfully. But, like,
Well, I mean, she denounced us. I don't know if publicly. She denounced. Well, I don't,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm starting rumors, but she resigned. Yeah, she turned in her gay card. Yeah.
R.I.P. Sorry to hear it.
So no Jojo Siwa.
Definitely not.
No.
No.
What about Tattoo? All the things she said.
I just found out like last month that was like.
They're not actually.
No, but like
lesbian.
it's like
Aren't
about
they?
a lesbian story.
It's a lesbian. Oh, you never heard of Tattoo?
No, I knew about Tattoo. I just didn't know what the
All
story.
the things she said.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And oh my god.
Yeah, I was taught that not too long ago.
What about Tegan and Sarah?
No.
Okay.
No.
But favorite song right now? What are you listening to?
Favorite song? I've been listening a lot to It Feels So Good to Be Sassy, and it's like about being a masculine woman.
Okay.
And like yeah, she like there's this line where she's like, daddy princess kind of lover.
Is that how you describe yourself?
Absolutely.
On your hands and knees, daddy princess kind of lover.
Princess Poppy, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, I felt very, very seen. There's so many lines in that song. I'm like, wow, glory.
That's me.
Yeah. Or like K1, like Do What I Say. Like that. She's more like, she gets a little nasty, and that's what I like. Some more like.
Nasty.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
you know. Yeah.
No, I don't know. Please tell us.
Yeah, that's for the nighttime version.
Okay, cool.
X-rated.
Once the sun goes down.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, do you feel, what kind of representation do you feel like we're missing right now that we're almost quite there, but not getting? I know we have, for example, we have, like I mentioned, RuPaul's Drag Race, but that's a great place to showcase, and even Dragula, to showcase queer art. However, it's one kind of art that kind of
Yeah.
excels in that format.
Yeah.
Because even throughout the years, has been more diversifying of that show with having cisgendered women on RuPaul's Drag Race UK, having trans women be on the show and even win the show, which is great. You know, exposing more of the mass society to these different characters, but it doesn't quite seem to encompass all that we are. Is there, what's kind of the ideal show that you feel, or what are we missing right now? What kind of representation do you want to see?
I guess like personally, I'm biased, so I would like to, you know, have more like lesbian representation.
course.
That's not like so based around the social, what are they called? The stereotypes.
Stereotypes, yeah.
You know, it's always like I'm a golden retriever, I'm a black cat, I live. I don't know. It's always like I'm still best friends with, I don't know, my ex or something, which
Those
shame,
tropes,
but like
yeah.
at the same time, it's just like it feels like it's such an overplayed narrative. Like some of us just like go to work and
Yeah.
like, you know, some
Pay
of us,
bills.
yeah, some of us just like, I don't know, like to go to coffee shops and maybe, yeah, the sex shop sometimes and like get something or something, you know, like I
Get
don't
a
know.
thing or two.
Yeah, you know. You
I
know.
don't, but
Okay.
tell us more.
I'll tell you later. And so, you know, just I don't know, like some of us are just family women, you know, and
It's true, because we don't see the representation like in like a sitcom, for example, that just, they always center the queerness, the lesbianism. I don't even know if that's even the proper way of
sure,
saying
we'll say it
lesbianism. I
is
think is what
now.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
They highlight that as a character, and
Or
that,
they're like pervy and like
yeah,
predatory. I'm like, I'm so far from that. Like, I don't want you.
I don't
To
want
be
none
clear,
of you.
I don't want you.
Or also, you have a lot of like the whole like lipstick lesbian
Oh yeah.
who JoJo Siwa, even though she's not lipstick lesbian,
Yeah.
but I found a man and now I'm no longer gay, and it kind of like, it really hurts.
It does.
You know,
Yeah.
everything from, because a lot of people think, oh well, it's choice, right?
Yeah. Or
So-
like, oh, it's because you haven't been with the right man. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that from a man. It's honestly so.
It's kind of gross.
Get a job.
Yeah.
Like, go get a life. No. But also like I can understand like having to rediscover yourself in a different way, and like falling in love with somebody is falling in love with who they are and not for what they carry between their legs. And
Right.
so I can appreciate that as well. But I think it's really important for people to be transparent about what they're going through instead of just being like, actually, it's this way now. Actually, it's that way now. It's like, yes, and like why?
Right.
For the community, like
Of course.
you need to speak up. And if you don't, that's okay too, but
There's a responsibility, I feel, that's
yeah.
kind of comes with it when you're in the public eye,
Yes.
especially.
Especially.
You know, your everyday person doesn't have a million people watching their every move
Yeah.
and influencing people with what we do or say. So, you know, being cognizant of when you have a stage, so to speak, to not cause harm while you're moving through what could be your truth. You know, hey, I'm not like talking bad about JoJo Siwa. She's been the butt of the joke that I've been making. But what I'm saying is, you have a responsibility to clarify things when you're doing things so publicly.
Yes.
And it's not, and you're representing others.
Yeah, it's a duty. It's a social duty.
Yeah.
Like you signed up for something and to live a certain way, so you have to like step up to that responsibility. And if you don't, you kind of suck.
Yeah, You hear that, JoJo?
You kind of suck.
You said it. But thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you coming in and telling your story. And maybe you'll be back another time. We can have
I
more
hope so. I had a
conversations
really
about,
good time. Thank you for having me.
your ballet. Well,
I will plie for you on this table right now.
okay.
I'm just kidding.
Maybe
No,
not on the table, but
okay, yeah,
we'll
it's
get
not
you
our
a
table.
yeah. It's gonna yeah. But thank you for offering next time for sure.
No problem.
We'll get some behind the scenes clips of you.
Okay, fantastic.
But again, thank you so much for being here with us
Thank you
today.
for having me.
And thank you so much for tuning in today. Once again, we had Pele here today with us, and we'll see you next time.